Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Manzoor Ahmed, lecturer history. Our today's topic for 11th class students of history subject is a brief description about China and China's path towards modernization. Dear students, China is one of the most ancient and vast countries of the world, and this country is located in the east of Asia, and this country from ancient times has been dominated by a large number of river systems and mountains. The three major river systems in the China, in the country, are the Yellow River, the Yangtze River, and the Pearl River. These rivers have largely contributed in the development of Chinese civilization. These river systems are the main source of transportation, irrigation, and fertility of soil in China. Iron ore, coal, and copper is abundantly available in China right from ancient times. Various ethnic groups live in China, and the most dominant ethnic group that lives in China is Han ethnic group. The major language spoken by people in China is Chinese, and wheat and rice are the most important food or the staple food of the people of China. For centuries, China had remained a closed country to foreigners, as no foreigner was able to enter China, as Chinese did not allow much foreigners to enter their lands. However, after getting two defeats at the hands of England in the two Opium Wars, one in 1839 to 1842 and the second from 1856 to 1860, and during these two wars, which are known as Opium Wars, China faced a terrible defeat at the hands of England. As a result of these defeats, China was opened up for the foreign world. The weaknesses or the internal weaknesses of China became known to other countries of the world. As a result, many countries such as United States of America, France, Russia, and Japan occupied many territories of China. For some time it appeared that the erstwhile Chinese Empire, erstwhile Chinese civilization, was perhaps going to get destroyed, as different powers of the world had occupied various areas of it. However, the humiliation caused by the foreign occupation and various other causes resulted ultimately in the Chinese Revolution in 1911 AD. In this revolution, Manchu Empire, which had been ruling over China from 1644, was overthrown. Dr. Sun Yat-sen played a key role in this revolution of 1911. Under the leadership of Dr. Sun Yat-sen, China became a republic in 1912 AD, and Dr. Sun Yat-sen became the first president of Chinese Republic, and he remained the president of Chinese Republic from 1st January 1912 to 10th March 1912 AD. After 10th March 1912, even though this Sun Yat-sen was not president, but he once again played a dominant role in taking China ahead in the race of the modern world. However, after the death of Dr. Sun Yat-sen in 1925, crisis once again began to erupt in China. At this crucial juncture, another Chinese leader, Mao Zedong, led China. He did a great job by unifying the Chinese. Due to his continuous efforts, People's Republic of China came into existence in 1949. It started a new epoch. Mao Zedong started a new epoch, new chapter in the history of China. Mao Zedong, who became the president of China in 1949, assured started great reforms in China. He accomplished many achievements before he died in 1976 AD. He succeeded in giving a new direction to the society of China, and it's on these directions and these lines China is going ahead in the world even today as well. Thank you.